they finding out what happens when I have to let the lions out. Got my head high, stepping through this safari, bitch. Betting these other cats don't want no part of this. Yeah, I'm the type of artist with the skill set to always be cooking the bars and they artisans, so I'm never starving shit. I be raising plates, gaining weight, coming back with even harder hits, and I don't ever call it quits. That's for all them harlequins. I be calling wins, give a fuck who you calling in. I draw upon an armament, a charming wit. Cause being smart and lit, just my starter kit. But now I'm harnessing my inner awesomeness, so
Whoop, whoop, what's up, Bearcats and Jugger Bros? It's Friyay. You know what that means. We're here hanging and chilling with the HMG SmackDown Watch Along and Bell Count. Whoop, whoop. And what's up, Lab Rat? You gonna go with 11? And what's up with the Test 99? And what's up, Dan? Whoop, whoop. And also join us tonight. We got Cold-Blooded. Whoop, whoop. See, I'm gonna go 8 bells tonight. I'm gonna go 8 bells tonight. I'm actually gonna go a little bit lower than I usually I'm usually thinking. I'm gonna go 8 tonight. Oh, nice, cold-blooded. Whoop, whoop. Sounds delicious. Yeah, I saw rotisserie chickens out when I was like doing some DoorDash grocery shopping, or doing like DoorDash grocery orders, and it's like, man, those look good. I need to get one. I need to pick up one. So usually like where I'm at, they're like $5, $6. Oh yeah, that Paul dude. Painful Paul, I think it was. Dude, that dude's a beast. Whoop whoop. Give me some Paxum Tately, pal. It was a good show. It was a good show. It was like it was like imagine if like instead of like a Sunday Night Heat being a lead into a pay-per-view, it was given its own, like, it was like a Saturday, like, think of a set like a really good WCW Saturday night leading into a pay-per-view the next night. But it was live though. I mean, yeah, dude's enormous. But he's not like, Great Khali or Giant Gonzalez type big. Like he's ripped.
Here's Kevin Owens. Don't get me wrong.
Whoop whoop.
At the end of the day, Nick, it's an injustice. And last week, I say again, I ask you again, when do I get my chance at justice? When? And you said, well, go out there. Another #1 contenders match. Go earn it. Hey, broken hands. You're jeopardizing your career. Ha! Take it or leave it. Take it.
And speaking of JCW, there's gonna be more of that later tonight, because we're gonna have Insanity after SmackDown. And then we're gonna have the Bloody Mania watch along later tonight. Whoop, whoop. And then in place of the normal Insanity's time slot tomorrow night, we're going to be doing a Bloody Mania watch along. or a Bloody Mania review. Okay, I like this. I like this opening.
Tony, I know you're upset, but we are not doing this right now. Okay? Last week was a disaster. It was almost.
Yeah, I listened to that today doing deliveries. That was a good show. That was a very good show. But as much as I love Violent J, he drops those, you know what I mean, like Russo drops bros.
Sunday night making event, your hometown. I'm whipping your ass in front of your family. There's no doubt. Sitting in the front row. Don't have to do this now, man. We got 2 weeks. I'm beating your ass. No doubt about it. I think I know you well enough to know you don't want to wait 2 weeks. What's stopping us from doing it right here? Right here?
Yeah, I didn't know that either until I heard that interview today.
We're not doing this again. I'm sick of you. I'm sick of you putting officials in danger. I'm sick of you putting fans in danger. And quite frankly, I'm sick of you both disrespecting me. So here's what's going to happen now. At Sunday night's main event, you two can tear each other apart, but not 1 minute sooner. And since you're both obsessed with being WWE champion, if either of you lays a finger on the other before Sunday night's main event, mark my words, you will never get another shot at the WWE Championship. And you can take that to the bank, both of you. I'm dead serious. So, what you gonna do?
Whoop, whoop.
You want to keep screwing up my show, or do you want another title shot? I'll tell you one thing right now, there is no way in absolute hell, Nick, that I am going to get in this ring tonight and jeopardize me becoming a 15-time world championship. You have my word.
A 15-time World Heavyweight Championship?
That's the term, right? Mr. Professional, but while I'm out here...
I need to clip that and send it into Jeff, and just send it into Jeff Lane for CTM. Crazy old man Orton.
Finishing off where we left off last week on SmackDown. Now, I saw the footage. You had that chair held up high. You were about to smash my head like a grape. And you would have everyone believe that you were stopped from doing such a thing. But I know, Cody, I know you better than you know yourself, and I know that is a lie. I know that if you swung that chair, you wouldn't be able to live with yourself. Now, me, months ago, before WrestleMania, I swung that chair as hard as I could. I saw red, and I had zero remorse. Zero. Want to know why? Because I know how to go there. I know how to do what needs to be done. I know how to be my worst self. The worst version of Cody Rhodes? Are you serious? You are a good guy. You have always been a good guy. You always will be a good guy. The golden boy. American nightmare. Brother, you are the American daydream. 2 weeks ago, you asked a question. The question was this.
This is a pretty good promo.
To kill the legend of Randy Orton. Well, you didn't finish. You didn't answer that question, and I know why, Cody. Because it's not going to be you. You are operating on a very dangerous assumption. You're assuming that me swinging that chair is the wrong thing to do. You said it yourself. You shook my hand. You called me your brother. And then you painted that table red with my blood. Then at WrestleMania, you lost. And before you left, you kicked me so hard in the skull, I still got makeup covering it up. So what stops me from doing that? And is that really the wrong wrong thing? Do you think that? Are you sure? Now I've learned.
Points, lab rat. Whoop whoop.
My heroes, my enemies, and I have learned from you. Take this as a moment with me trying to teach you something. Say you're right. Say you go and you win the 15th. Hell, maybe the 16th, maybe the 17th, maybe you break every record there is. Maybe Randy Orton becomes the greatest of all time. But here's what happens after. You still come back to me. The one who kills the legend killer is QB1. And Randy, that is not a prediction. It's a spoiler.
So based on that, I'm wondering,
2 weeks from now,
does Cody turn heel and hook up with Paul Heyman? Is the swerve that Paul Heyman hooks up with Cody Rhodes? And that's how Cody turns heel. Is that the swerve we're seeing? That was Paul Heyman's line right there. And he ain't going to say that line for no reason.
and if they do, neither gets another shot at the championship. The intensity between these two. We will see them. You hear that?
2 belts.
I'll see you talking trash now. These bad times, we're going to us. Dare anyone step up, challenge it. Priest, truth. You want these? Come and get it. Strike it. We come with that. I'll give you a running now with your fight. Now, we show them who is the one.
Whoop, whoop. Dude, it genuinely makes me so happy to see Meng on TV again. It really does.
Priest and truth.
You know, honestly, it kind of is time to the Priest R-Truth thing. It kind of has run its course. Priest is ready to move on to bigger and better things. And Truth, you know, again, you can easily find anything to slot him into to enhance that act to make it better because he's great anywhere you put him. And then plus, like, also then elevating the Tongas off of that with, you know, Big Daddy Haku as manager. Bro, we got win-win for everybody. Win-win for everybody in that scenario. That cold blooded, not even joking. That was around when I first started. That was like within the first year, like first 1 to 2 years I first started watching wrestling. That was the first time I'd ever seen him or heard of him. Was when he joined up with Rikishi and like that quick run. I remember they feuded with Kane and Undertaker. And just then, like even that run, I was like, okay, this dude's a beast. Like I wouldn't want to fuck with this dude. Yeah, that's one feud. That is one like long-term one-on-one program that we missed out on was Haku and Undertaker. Like, could you imagine like how good that would have been if we had like if we got like a sustained long-term Haku Taker program? I put it up there with Taker and Foley.
This consumed for 23 years. We needed to change things for him. I want to do it. The future is now. This is a moment that we replay for years. Watch the next one.
Whoop whoop. Yeah, you don't need guards, more guards. You just need Haku. Whoop whoop. I just not noticed they added Fatal Influence to the Netflix SmackDown. We'll be right back thing. Well, JC Jane at least. And I will give SmackDown some or WWE some credit in how they booked Fatal Influence. Like they debuted them as they immediately brought them in as they're getting where we're out of the gate. It's just see how they continue it, but like they've done a good job booking them as a strong debuting and then force and now building and establishing them. Yeah, I saw that, and good for her. I think she's ready. I think she's ready. Plus, it would not be difficult for her to get over. I don't think she's gonna have any trouble getting over. My opinion. Yeah, no in WWE.
With the legendary Haku leading the way for the new champs in the battle. And there comes accompanied by Haku, who's the lightweight of 520 pounds. They are the WWE Tag Team Champions.
And that's gotta be cool for all three of them because he's like, I get to, it's like I get my boys are the champs. My boys are a team, and I get to manage them now. Like on a human level, I'm happy for all three of those guys. So they get to do this. Like I'm glad they get to have this. You could see how like even as tough as Haku is, like there's there's no escape. He's got those proud Papa vibes are coming right off him. Dude, I gotta believe that's a rib. Yeah, that's that. Yeah, why did they release? Yeah, why did they release the other son, the actual blood son? Yeah, how's that for a rib? They kept the two adopted sons and released the blood son, and then brought in Haku to be the manager. Again, for Haku and Tala and Tom, I'm happy for him, but Tonga Loa got fucked over. Tonga Loa got fucked over. In my opinion, Tonga Loa got completely fucked over in this. Like, he should be there with his dad and his brothers. He got fucked. I got to believe he is getting paid, because if he's like a regular on-air character, at least, you know, in the short term, like still appearing weekly, yeah, he's got to be getting paid. He's got to be getting paid outside of the Legends deal.
No doubt about it. Nearly 7 foot tall, such a power force. There's you see Priest giving the directive.
That is true. That is very true, Lab Rat. Yeah, you definitely see Rock using his, you know, hey, I'm on the board. I'm going to use that power and hey, let's do something for Haku. Again, not a bad thing. I mean, Haku on TV, again, always a good thing.
This is the reaction you want from former champions. Don't sit in the back licking your wounds.
And I know I'm not the only one who's, you know, been happy seeing Haku become a regular on TV again. Far from the only one. Hey, I'm gonna ask Rock here something real quick.
He's not going to lose it easily. No, he's not. That's that violent edge we've been talking about. The ground and pound, and now out to the floor here with gold on the line. Back here in Toronto, WWE Tag Team Championship, the MFTs. A week into holding on to gold and the rematch. Right back at it against Priest and Truth. And it's our Truth is being punished on the outside of the ring.
For real, that is true. Like, yeah.
There is a look of concern.
Yeah, Rock looks out for his. Yeah, he has always been about family. Whoop, and for better or worse. See Ava.
Slowly starting to slip away, and that shot right to the dome is not happening. And now Truth standing toe to toe with Tonga, and that doesn't last for long. Instructions from the outside is the former tag champ himself there, Haku. Alongside Andre the Giant, muscle connection. Well, this boy's really following his footsteps. Back to his feet. Bruce is best to have it. He's in the worst way. He's completely discombobulated at this point. Yeah, seemingly disoriented with the position he just took in the ring. His ring awareness clearly off weight.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I do remember that. Yeah, he is a former. Yeah, actually, yeah, Haku actually is a former member of the Bullet Club too. Whoop whoop.
And over the top rope comes the dangerous Tonga. Nobody has ever made into a ring look easier than Tonga. You got to read on a competitor's out level by how quickly they can stagger across the ring for a time. All three battling halfway across the ring. Continues to get out of the way. He just needs a chance right here. It's a chance to finding ways are true. You might not get a better one. It was a nasty landing for all three who bounced right into the corner of Tonga. Now needs to pull himself all the way across the ring to that British Damien Priest. And Priest knows exactly how crucial this is. This could be the difference maker here, Joe. This could be the difference between Truth and Priest leaving with the gold or leaving empty-handed. See, Tonga trying to put on some ankle. Could it be?
Yeah, that was a fun lunacy. And did a good job of hyping things up and promoting Bloody Mania, which is tonight. You're gonna watch along with that free on YouTube. That's right, it is free on YouTube.com/Psychopathic Records. Whoop whoop.
Damien Priest and Tonga in the midst of battle here. WWE Tag Team Championship a week ago. NXT Tonga and Tonga took over a triple threat in Boston. Right now, Damien Priest is trying to turn things around after R-Truth was dealing with a sustained attack. R-Truth might be right back for the rest of this match, and Priest might have to win those titles back for himself. Through the second half, a big beating, but a beating now all firmly directed at the massive Tonga. What a difference a week can make. Avoiding the triple threat and now taking things into his own hands. Have to get the ball back right away. Barely even a one count there as the War Raiders, the Triple A Tag Champs, continue to look.
Agreed. Which I think, which I gotta believe the reason why they did is because he has something planned for Bloody Mania, and that's 4 belts. Whoop whoop. Yeah, Meng was never NWO. Yeah, that was never NWO. He was part of the Dungeon. Yeah, he's part of Dungeon of Doom, but never NWO. Whoop whoop. Some of the best factions / tables of all time. I'm outside Dungeon of Doom. In fact, he was like one of the few, like one of the only good things about the Dungeon of Doom.
Just get a sense of the hot door effect. I was transformed his son. This menacing, angry, heart and spirit. What we just saw. They comfort reset and that thing within the comfort reset here. Look at Damien Priest and he makes the again. By Tonga was on his heels. Dragon back to the center. Priest with just enough separation to deliver the kick. That's so nimble on his feet. Damien Priest for a big line. Is the time. How much has been taken out of terms? I'm not sure. Here comes Ricky Cena. Running shoulder blocks. The spin slam. And you know what they want for the corner.
Whoop whoop. Yes, no, yes, no, no, yes, yes, no, no, yes, 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 no. And then the whole thing and the whole Zodiac character turned out to be, and that ended up being its own storyline into itself because the Zodiac was actually a mole, and you know, it was actually sent there by Hogan and Savage. And then when he came out, came out as the Booty Man. Whoop whoop. Give me the shark, pal. Rest in peace, John Tenta. Whoop whoop. Oh, they're doing they're doing a total elimination for their finisher. Nice. Or a variation of it. Point slab, rat. Whoop whoop. And here it comes, the Damian Priest heel turn. Damian Priest heel turn incoming. Wow, maybe not. Okay, I thought the heel turn was coming there. Okay, never mind. Never mind.
Oh, not at all. I thrive in pressure situations. I thrive in hostile territories. Kevin Owens, I feel, has been fighting these imaginary one-sided beefs in his head, these ghosts from 20 years ago. And he says that I haven't changed, and he's proud of the fact that he hasn't changed. Well, I have changed.
I can see that.
I've gotten better, and I'm the champ for a reason. When I look at you, Kevin, I still see that same guy from 20 years ago. And to come back at this,
Because I know like in AAA, Priest has said he wants the Latin American title. He's going after that belt.
after I whooped Cody's ass in Atlanta, in front of his family, in his hometown, I just wanted to give you a heads up. I'll be coming. Looking forward to it.
Whoop whoop.
The wait is over, and Club WWE is live now. Start earning rewards.
Yeah, I could see that with what I forgot I forgot exactly what happened on NXT, but it seemed like they're setting it was set up for like he's gonna stick with Lucian Price. They're gonna say his OTM. Like at least from what I saw on NXT this past Tuesday, it's like where they're going. It seems like he's gonna end up sticking with Lucian, and they're gonna be a tag team. That would be funny. That would be funny, Lab Rat. Whoop whoop. Dude, Truth and AAA as part of those Perros Del Mo, that's money. That's money, pal. Whoop, whoop. Sorry, eating some of this taco here that I made tonight. Man, I've been trying to do like a pizza night every night tonight, but it's like, man, I'm actually gonna get a little bit of sick of pizza, so like, I'll take a break and do some tacos tonight. And then before we get to a Bloody Mania later tonight, I'm gonna go do some crab legs because I got that Papa John's spicy garlic butter sitting on my space heater melting for that later. It's only something Jack in the Box would come up with. Check out our mini taco pizza, only at Jack in the Box. Our mini taco Mexican pizza. Just $5 at Jack in the Box. Dude, I will never forget. It was like I want to say it was like 05. Yes, 05 when I worked there. And we before these commercials went live, we saw them first as part of like a training thing. Okay, we got this new promotional thing going on, so we're kind of giving you guys a heads up so you be prepared and you're ready to go for it. We were promoting tacos. We're gonna be doing like a hard promotion for tacos, and there's commercial of this dude, clearly stoned, driving a van through the drive-through, and he's talking like he starts hallucinating and talking to Jack on his Jack on his dashboard. And he's like, "You should get some tacos." Cool. How many? 30. That's what I was thinking. Never forget at the time, one girl who had been at the time she was going through training to be a manager. She's like, yeah, fuck that commercial. Now people are going to come through the drive-thru ordering 30 fucking tacos. Five belts.
I'm so sorry. But I have an idea to make up for everything that happened last week. I'm going to take you out to a nice steak dinner. We're going to get truffle fries. It's okay. I understand you were trying to help last week, but please don't come out tonight. I don't want anything jeopardizing your title. It's so sweet of you, Paige. But I still do think we should go away. Sorry for interrupting that. I mean, what you said last week is so powerful. You should be so proud of yourself. I know what it's like firsthand to have an injury take away something that you love, and I just want to say, like, I think you're going to be the champion for a very cute little bonding moment.
Shit, 5. That's now 8 belts.
I have no idea how to keep a championship. And let's be honest, it's only a matter of time.
Hey, what's up, Buckshot Kid? Whoop whoop. It starts at 2 a.m. Eastern, 1 a.m. Central, 11 p.m. Pacific. Whoop whoop.
You know what? I do miss gold being around my waist. And since Nikki the Backstab of Belarus has always run away from the ladies, how about I take the U.S. title instead? And then you guys can go back to being irrelevant, just like you were when you first got here. Honey, you keep wrapping tape around your waist, and we'll keep wrapping gold around ours. That smell. Just go see. Great. Sorry, the door was open. Ever since coming to SmackDown, you've been anything but subtle. Calculated attacks, intimidating competition. It's excavation, Catherine. Can I help you? Tonight is your match against Julia. Is this the?
And we got the glamour Blake Monroe doing her best Tony Storm right here. Come on. That hairstyle, like the way she's got the hair. Come on, that's Tony Storm. That hairstyle is straight Tony Storm. Yes, sir, Buckshot. Whoop whoop. And then after SmackDown, we have a special Insanity with myself and Jimmy T. And then tomorrow night in Insanity's time slot, we're doing a Bloody Mania review. Whoop whoop.
And even when they give me nothing, I'll do what I do best and make everybody talk about me. Now move up my way.
The Glamour's debut next.
Yeah, that hairstyle was a complete reference to Tony Storm. That was a complete shout out to Tony Storm, or a reference to that. I can see that, Lab Rat. I can totally see that.
I'd like to be able to the history is small. This is letter jacket just hanging right here. Dusty Rhodes Road, Ring 1. This one's a deep.
Hey, what's up, Rashida? Whoop whoop. Yeah, exactly. Just fill in time. Just fill in time. If it's been reported, I have not heard it yet. Like the only speculation the only speculation or mentioning I've heard of it is it could possibly be a pregnancy because it was back in like March, April, around that time, and it was the rest of 2026. And okay, and then doing the math, it lines up as a possibility. Yep, just filter. They want content. Just give them content. Doesn't have to be good content. It has to be content. Yeah, even though the matches were shorter back in the Attitude Era, there were at least more of them. We saw more characters and different wrestlers get out there and actually wrestle and get TV time. So it's the same people or rotating things. We had a consistent cast of characters back then. Whoop whoop. I'm kind of feeling you, man, a little bit with the Cardinals. Yeah, dude. Oh, yeah, Leia. Last night's live lunacy, I started about 45 minutes late. Just look at her. Just look at her, pal. Wait, what? Anna? Wow. Yeah, that's a horrible name. That's horrible. Whoop whoop. And then for dinner tonight, I got 9 frozen pizzas in the freezer. I wanted my local Emos brands ones. I actually got 6 of them. 6 of them are locals Emos. Actually, I think, yeah, 6 of them. Just 7. My math ain't mathin', but I have one of those tonight. Sausage. Whoop whoop. Man, so how long before Julia gets released? Seriously, how long before Julia gets released? Damn. Wow. I'm legit worried for her.
The three of us. Oh, yeah, the three of us.
I can't wait to hang out with you guys. Who's Mary? And is she bringing the blood, or do I bring my own blood?
Give me Paxum Tately still being. I love like how Paxum Tately is still Paxum Tately. Yeah, Julia's getting the. Yeah, she's definitely getting it stuck up and broken off.
I'm Taylor Paxley. Are you guys coming to brunch with us? Which one of you is Mary? I mean,
Yeah, agreed. That was.
She might be strange with no concept of personal space, but this freak show handled the two of you like that. Oh, well, if you think she's so impressive, let's see what she can do on her own. Next week, you and me, one-on-one. My very first brunch. I would love.
Agreed. Agreed.
You defended me. No.
Although I'm digging. The same between Paxum Tately and Charlotte. I don't get it, but for some reason it seems to work. This thing with Paxum, like whatever's going on with Paxum Tately and Charlotte, it's working. I don't get it. I don't understand how or why, but it's working. Because I think a lot of it has to do with Charlotte, yes-anding into Paxum Tately's character and whatever it is that she does. It's clicking. It's click. Yeah, Charlotte and Paxum are like they're clicking. For some reason, it's clicking, and that chemistry is working. That would actually be a good angle. That would be a good angle because remember, Rhea's out and hurt. So what if we'd had Charlotte go Goth, and then when Rhea returns, she turned like part of the thing is she turns heel, and one of the first people she goes after is Charlotte, thinking like, oh, you think you're gonna replace me? You think you're gonna replace me? I don't know, something like that. I'm just kind of spitballing here. Go off the top of my head. If Charlotte, as a performer and as a working performer, leaned into it and said yes and went with it and committed to the bit, she could pull it off. I think she could pull it off. Which we've seen that she's more than capable of doing. Yeah. Yep. She had the new. Yeah, she's the new general insurance spokesperson now. Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. Whoop that trick, pal. Seriously, Trick is gonna be the man. Trick is gonna be as. He is gonna be the man one day. Yeah, which is some shitty booking. How you having to do back-to-back jobs to Corbin? And no disrespect to Corbin, but Trick ain't the guy for that. Hey, what's up, Frank Tash? Whoop whoop.
Tricky long train. Last week on SmackDown, Corbin defended the U.S. title against Tom Brady, victory with an match. Really hit the city.
Yeah, it's been a step down since last week's SmackDown.
His fantasy of the 11 Kappa Kingdom. The soul. Cut the music.
Yeah, it's not even his fault. It's booking's fault. Nice. Whoop whoop.
Hey, yo, first thing first. I know it's been a minute.
Yep, that's the new TKO advertiser model, pal.
But I don't have my title back. One thing for sure, two things for certain. That big, bald-headed bum Baron Corbin does not want to see Trick Williams one-on-one without taking a shortcut or cheating. So I tell you what, Baron.
Whoop whoop.
You walk around backstage.
Oh, oh yeah. Give me Corbin and JCW, pal.
How about you come out here so you can hit with this trick shot and I get my title back? Let's talk about it.
Kinda, yeah.
Revving up again is the U.S. champ. Baron Corbin arriving in style. Noisily, I might add a whole lot of work that were outside.
Whoop whoop. We're playing pool, pal. Yeah, instead of you guys is like a throw, like a usual throwaway bald insult, he turned it into like a pool reference.
Hey, Q-Bone. I'm the one you're looking for. I'm the one you cheated out of that time. Me, Trick Williams, Trick Willie Wonka, Mr. Whoop That, Mr. Lemon Pepper Stepper. How about you stop ducking me? Stop dodging me. Give the people what they want. I say you versus me. Right here, right now, in Toronto for that title. Wherever it is. You want a shot at the title? That title right now is getting a pretty little haircut. You aren't getting another shot at that title, Trick. Let me make this perfectly clear. We had a title match, you lost. We had a rematch, and you lost again. So why would I give you a shot? You got nothing to offer me, huh? I beat you every single time we stepped in this ring. So get this through your thick skull.
Is he gonna offer? Is Lil Yachty gonna be on the line?
Not anywhere.
Is Lil Yachty gonna be on the line? Is that where they're going with this?
We are done. This is over. Such great stick attack from Yanni.
Dude, Trick Williams is over, pal. Dude, Trick Williams is one of those talents who's so charismatic, he's so great, he cannot be denied. The cream rises to the top. Hey, give me Yachty on a pole match, pal.
But first, I want him. I want Yanni in his hometown. 5 minutes in that very ring. If he lives, you get your title shot.
Okay, so like the reverse get 5 minutes with the manager. If the manager could survive 5 minutes with the champion, then the wrestler gets a shot at the belt. Okay.
Look at me. Why don't you put your money where your mouth is? What do you say?
Whoop whoop.
Good. Johnny, this is going to be the longest 5 minutes of your life.
Yeah, definitely different. Because normally the gimmick is if you beat, like, the wrestler, you get 5 minutes with the manager. Well, if the manager survives 5 minutes with the champion, well, then his guy gets a title shot. I like that. I like that. And the way it was set up was done really well. Of course, the performers involved, all 3 of them, Corbin, Yachty, Trick, everybody killed it in this. So whoop, whoop.
I was so glad to see you back at SummerSlam. I'm your friend. Little heads up, if you come back to my match, I would have been like, nobody knew.
Yeah, the commercial breaks have been pretty tame so far tonight.
Big night, not a lot of pressure. You want to get your hands on the guys.
How you know?
Something tonight's the night. But you can win the WWE Championship at the same. And all of that is going to happen in front of your people. So let me take some pressure off you. You don't have to worry about Finn Balor. That guy's a shadow of himself. So if you win tonight, what you have to worry about is me.
Whoop whoop. One thing I'm liking though is they're establishing like who's coming for the title, regardless of who wins tonight. I like how they're setting this up. So at least we got a list of challengers of who could potentially come after whoever's the champion after tonight. I like that. Yes, we are going to do it'll be a replay watch along. Unfortunately, I won't be able to watch All In live because of it being in UK and special time, and I got to work during Sunday. We're going to do a replay watch along that evening, and I'm going to do everything that I can to try to make sure to avoid social media and spoilers. Poised and whoop whoop. I'm going to finish this taco off real quick. Whoop whoop. Let's get these nachos tossed and mixed here real quick. Homemade whoop whoop. Let's go and eating 3 fat ass tacos. So now I got some nachos. We got a commercial break too, which means I'm gonna hit the bathroom, take a break, hit the bathroom, take a minute, and be right back. Whoop whoop. December 87. And I even in December 87, I remember drinking hose water as a kid. And I forgot what the bell count is. Hang on one sec.
Combination size, power, intimidation. Let's go back to last week.
Let's just say I have a history of breaking faces around here.
Tiffany Stratton arriving to save the injured Chelsea from further damage. But unfortunately for Tiffy, her ribs was in major damage from the irresistible forces that led to Casey James having Stratton for the ex-title. And that rib damage hampered Tiffy enough for Jane to hit a rolling encore, grabbing yet more gold for the infection of fatal influence. Does it react?
Whoop whoop. Yes, you guys, you got about 16 years and some or you're almost 17 years on me. Whoop whoop. I remember that too, Dan. Oh, we got some. We got a bunch of December babies in here. A bunch of December babies in here. Points, lab rat. Whoop whoop.
Is simply getting worse and worse against the
Whoop whoop.
athlete like Lash Legend, but many call in the future of this division. You can see why, but look at Tiffany Stratton. Can she get it done as Lash powers her way back into a stable position? Pivot there for Lash Legend, who has untold athletic ability, but a shot to the knee might. But back to that, the backcracker in there too. Start by Tiffany Stratton. And Tiffy time.
Same. I see her being a big star in the future.
With a smile on her face, too. That is just ludicrous. Incredible by Lash Legend. SmackDown here north of the border.
Like there's so much money on Lash. So much money.
Undisputed WWE Championship set to come your way. CM Punk and Canada's only Kevin Owens right here in Toronto. Let's in control early on against Tiffany Stratton. Oh, Lash Legend just has it all, doesn't she? And she even has the veteran wiles.
If they ever introduced a intergender tag team championship to the main roster, those are your first champions right there. Trick and Lash.
All the disadvantages right now go to the woman with those injured ribs, the Tiffany Stratton, who really, in my opinion, should never have come out here tonight. Oh, that doesn't help at all. As Lash drives that heel down right in the side again. Just a constant target.
That would be money. That could be a money program right there. Trick and Lash and Becky and Seth. That could be money.
Worse and worse. Again, Lash Legend completely dominant, but
Yeah, a lot of couples in today's wrestling. Like even TNA has them. First one that comes to mind is Casey Navarro and Elena Black.
As she continues to victimize Tiffany's threat. And she basketball star dominating things in this match here.
Yeah, which should be a shame. That would be such a shame.
I think she just runs the best game.
Ooh, that'd be good. That'd be a good one too. Yeah, Lash and Trick against Bianca and Ford. That'd be good. That'd be really good. What about Jimmy and Naomi? Whoop whoop. Well, that's a good question. Let me go look that up real quick.
So here's the question in Toronto right now with Tiffany's threat battling last legend. Tiffany's been dealing with injured wrist. She has all the athletic ability in the world. But how much can she access that incredible athletic skill and play through the pain in this continued damage that last legend is doing great? A lot of people call Tiffany Stratton the greatest athlete in WWE. She's done everything but that.
Yeah, Jada Parker and Jey Uso. Whoop whoop. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Jimmy and Naomi and the Riz Maurice. That'd be good. According to Grok, Elena Black and Casey Navarro have been dating for almost a year. Since roughly fall, late 2025. Yeah, during a Busted Open radio interview, Elena Black said that it started that aired on January 28th, 2026. She said that it had aired that it started a few months ago. See, that line up with late summer, early fall of when Casey and Elena Black started dating. Of 2025. Whoop whoop. Wow. Lash over Tiffy clean. That says a lot. That says a lot for what the company thinks of Lash. If she's going over Tiffy clean. No problem. Whoop whoop. I like this. I like this. Good stuff. Yeah, they've been doing a really good. One thing that I will say, one of the storylines they've done a very good job of building is Chelsea and Tiffany. That's one of the better stories they've done is what's going on with Chelsea and Tiffy. And it's been like several months in they've been building this too. Woo woo.
17 months is a long time to be told that you might never get to do what you love again. But I have been proving people wrong my entire career.
All right, so let's get our bell counting real quick. Okay, see. 2, 4. Five. 6. 9.
You are a phony. The only reason you came back here was because you had no choice. And I don't respect people like you. I call myself the best in the world. It's what got me to the dance. If anybody that's benefited from my arrogance, it's you.
Okay, so we are at 9 belts. Whoop, whoop.
You think they were really waiting around for Kevin Owens? Losers is the price I pay for not being one of them. I also see a guy that avoids the
Yeah, it's getting over and it's working. Let's fuck it up.
see a tough guy.
That's right. That's right out of the WWE playbook.
I have regretted for 20 years not punching you in the mouth in that room. I spent my entire career making sure I wouldn't be anything like you in Toronto. I get to punch you in the face and beat your bitch ass for the WWE title. Say you never looked up to me? That's fine by me.
9 belts, pal. Whoop, whoop.
Not put your fat ass to sleep. The Undisputed Championship.
Oh, it's time for the main event.
Start there. Feels tiring. We know there is a finality.
The last time with the
The wires, everything.
Yep. Whoop, whoop.
Who's the next big thing? The Braun Breaker.
has got that dog.
I think we got some good run, somebody. There's so many great new people. Who's next? That's the one. Clearly, the last thing you want for your dancing partner in the ring is to get hurt. Oh, I'm okay. You hear that all the time. Just give me a second.
No one walks away these days.
And if I get dinged up in the middle of the match and quit, so say it about me.
Put
We'll run through a wall for those people. The real thing is happening. It might not seem like a big deal, but everything's just so much better when she's there.
It's not so much as the time and distribution of the talking and the wrestling. It's the fact that, okay, we get a block of wrestling, and then a block of talking, and then a block of wrestling, and then a block of talking instead of splitting it out and pacing it out. Instead of spacing it and structuring it like a TV show. So it's like, okay, we're gonna like this part, like we got this hour is gonna be a heavy talking, little wrestling. This part of the show is gonna be a heavy talking, little wrestling. This part is gonna be heavy wrestling, little talking, and then no, we need better balance across throughout the entire show. I'm so excited for the Smoky Toki. Be right back. Whoop, whoop. Right, exactly. And then the talking and the backstage segments, they go for super long. And then it goes into a match. It's like, oh yeah, and before the match starts, commercial break. All right, so stepping outside, be right back. Whoop, whoop. And we're back. Whoop, whoop. Oh, yeah, I missed that. That's Takahashi, pal. Hiromu Takahashi's in WWE, and he's Nakamura's tag team partner, pal. Whoop, whoop. He's got a new name, too, Deucey. Oh, reference to Chaos, too.
Champions. Who now? My son stop and what next club? They'll be the next closer. The club is ticking.
Like, this is a guy, I like this vignette. It's like in Japanese, but it's also like trippy, like super trippy. Point stand, whoop, whoop.
that he has measured in decades. 10 years since he last stood atop as world champion. 20 years from these issues with CM Punk beginning. And tonight, both of those plots can stop. 20 years since 20. Well, the roof just lifted 10 feet. This arena, but KO is not feeling the election at all. KO is feeling 20 years of anger, bitterness, and tonight, the opportunity to grab the WWE title from the man he hates most in this entire industry, CM Punk. As he explained, humiliated on the way up those 20 years ago. Says he regretted every day.
Whoop, whoop.
17,761 here in Toronto.
Whoop, whoop.
Many of these people thought would never see the price fight that match. Come on, bring him out. He walks in WWE ring, that neck injury that almost signaled the end of his career until the second retirement sucks.
And CM Punk getting booed in Toronto, pal.
Not the typical reaction you hear with that sports play. This is not Sweet Home Chicago.
And he comes back to the ring in a Jason mask. Yeah, I'm wondering, what is the significance of CM Punk coming out in a Jason mask? Not really. No, I just don't have the time, unfortunately. Whoop, whoop. Give me those ice cream bars, pal. So I toss those nachos a little bit more. Whoop, whoop. Going to Camp Crystal Lake, pal. A Camp Crystal Lake match. Winner drowns their opponent. Gotcha. Okay. That's a bit on my radar. Just a homemade one. Kind of a homemade one. I got these got the old El Paso flavored hard shells, and then I just cook some ground beef and then toss it in the old El Paso hot and spicy seasoning, and then slice up some pepperoncinis. Put them on there. Added some shredded lettuce, and then some Taco Bell sauce that I swiped, Taco Bell mild sauce that I swiped, and yeah. And I got some nachos made out of the same meat, meat, pepperoncinis, lettuce, and then Taco Bell sauce on that as well. It's us got Woodford, whoop whoop. Hope all's well, brother. Yeah, pal. I think the official bell count right now, I believe, is 9. The 2 belts missing were the 1 belt missing, I believe, was the United States title, the men's United States title. Which Baron actually explained why he didn't have it. It's getting trimmed. Whoop whoop. Oh yeah, no, I have no doubt they're throwing live rounds tonight. Like I'm sure, I have no doubt that before the match they said, "Lay it in. You lay it into me, I'll lay it into you, and let's make this look as good as possible." I have no doubt that they talked it out backstage. Lay that shit in, let's make it look good. Whoop whoop. And that's a good observation, Dan. Yes, exactly. This is why Owens is one of the better workers out there, because he remembers shit like that, and he understands the story being told. He gets it. Kevin Owens gets it. Like we can't choose this cannot be a wrestling match. It establishes a blood feud. We hate each other, so we got to start out. We got to open this up, going swinging. Like this isn't going to be a match. It's going to be a fight. Whoop whoop, he is.
You now finally Owens at one-on-one. And it's for the undisputed WWE Championship here in Toronto. What a hot start, and you hope neither man burned himself out in the early going sectors. And we're all expecting a classic from these two.
Yeah, they could easily get. They could get a couple. They could get more than a few months. Yeah, they could definitely get a couple months out of this, no doubt. Like it would take a minute to run the CM Punk Kevin Owens well dry. This is if you had a competent creative booking, staff to do it at least.
I don't know who the answer to KO is to go into a deep match against a world champion level of sin. We'll find it out. That's a really good point. As he gets further and further along, we can't monitor that. Through the confidence here.
Yep, and it also helps that it's a fresh one too. It also helps that CM Punk and Kevin Owens is completely fresh, like 100% fresh. Yeah, I know, right? That was stupid. They should have like that. They should have went in just like it should have opened just both of them throwing bombs. Whoop whoop.
It was earlier this month when we had the shocking return of Kevin Owens at SummerSlam. 17 months away with a career victory. Now here he is, the #1 contender, having earned it back at home in Canada, entering the deep waters of this championship match against CM Punk. 20 years in the making of resentment. And it boils up and boils over here in Toronto. But it really is this Toronto crowd that is pulling KO back into this matchup.
There's one thing I'll never ever forget. You guys remember the angle where Stone Cold got hit by a car, and then like he was on the shelf for close to a year, and then when he came back, this whole thing was trying to find out who hit him, and it came out to be Rikishi. And then when it came out as Rikishi on Raw, and then on the next SmackDown, Stone Cold confronted Mick Foley in the ring, and he's like, and Foley told him, "I'll give you a match with him." And Stone Cold's like, "A match? This dude tried to run me over, end my career, possibly kill me, and you want to give me a match?" Not just any match, Stone Cold. It's a no-holds-barred match. Where basically, you can do whatever you want to him, and you're free and clear of legalities. And that was what ended up selling Stone Cold. Like, that's what got him to agree to the match was, okay, it's a match where I can do whatever I want to him, and legally I'm good. Okay, cool.
With every shot he throws at CM Punk, that's the best way to describe it, Wade. You can see so much emotion on the face of KO. Right now, Joe, if KO does not leave with the
whoop whoop,
that catharsis will be for nothing. KO has to finish the job.
Nice, kick some ass, pal. Whoop whoop.
You know what's coming. Delivered a little extra spicy here tomorrow. This to win it. And this is Kevin Owens at 110% this evening. I've never seen him throw the volley of offense with so much intensity. And that's up to CM Punk. He's absorbed it. He's not looking too great right now. He's clearly worse for wear, but he's hanging in there. Every move he makes is filled with just a little edge of endurance.
He'll be watching you.
Smart to get out of the way. He was in that target zone. Big small. Look at this small space. He's about to get walked out if you look carefully. Oh! He's fully blasted with the kick. This people doing is out on the barrier. Climbing up to the barrier. He just annihilated Punk with splats right through the ring.
What we're seeing here is a great example of people who genuinely dislike each other, but are also professional enough to realize, hey, if we could put personal shit aside and do business together in the ring, we can make some money, pal. And that's honestly like where that's a sweet spot right there in the wrestling business. When you can do that. Take real life personal stuff, be professional to not let personal issues get in the way, work together and do business because everything you're doing looks and feels real because, yeah, those feelings are real, but you're doing it in a way where it's like you're working together and making money, pal. Yeah, this match really could. Yeah, and one of the nice things about this is this match we don't know who's going to win in this. Matt Hardy and Edge. That's another great example. Yes. And also one thing I want to point about Matt Hardy and Edge, their relationship between those two dudes and those two individuals shows the power of forgiveness. Because like Matt did end up forgiving Edge, and even though they never became as close as they once were, they did end up at least their friendship rekindled, and they became cool again. Whoop whoop. Just before like the Shawn Michaels-esque elbow drop. Yeah, 100 cold-blooded, 100 cold-blooded. Yeah, and at this point right now in 2026, looking back on that, that was just, for all three of them, that was a blip on the radar of their careers. Like a blip on the radar. Yeah, that was the thing that was hot for a moment, and then we played it out. We actually, as adults, we worked things out and became cool with each other and moved on. Honestly, like that's the best case scenario that could have come out of that. All three of them were adults. They all, talked it over, apologized, and worked things out, and they're all cool with each other to this day. So that's true. I'm not sure who she's with. Edge and Matt are having they're in good places. And I know Lita's in a good place, I think.
Incredible counter sequence by KO.
Well, the oxygen just got sucked out of this building. Toronto thought Kevin Owens had just one goal. That goal, to be specific, expecting the tap out on CM Punk in the sharpshooter by Kevin Owens, not quite ready yet. Says CM Punk.
What a scene here for the undisputed WWE Championship. It's been 10 years since Kevin Owens was a world champion. 20 years ago, his issues that he's documented well in recent weeks with CM Punk, they started to take root. And here in Canada, this massive crowd has come out to see if their native son, if KO can conquer Punk.
Very true, Labrat. That's true. That's true. Like if you had if they would have went with like if Sean's ego didn't get in the way and they had you could have got a year. Like if Sean's ego didn't get in the way, they could have got a year out of him and Vader. They could have got a year out of him and Vader. Vader takes the belt from him. Sean chases him to WrestleMania. Ref bump, pal. Good for her. Whoop, whoop. Hey, as long as she's happy.
Frustration for both men to combine with the pain and exhaustion that both feeling. These people do have. And now the undisputed champion Punk realizes the circumstances has to do something.
Give me Sami Zayn, pal. Who called Sam? Who had Sammy on their bingo card? Who had Sammy on their bingo card?
Sami Zayn did the damage. I don't know if Ken was aware of it or not. But Sami's grabbed the title. Sami has the championship. And he slides it into the ring. Right there. Don't look at the place in the battle. KO with title in hand offered up by Sami Zayn. With the referee down, you can do whatever you want. Nothing's done like this. Nothing's done. Okay, I'll show them this way. What the world see me? This is a huge error by Kevin Owens. Go to sleep. GTS is landing.
Shit, I forgot. Damn, I forgot to get Fago. Man. Yeah, we've already seen how this has gone. Oh, now I think we're gonna see. Although I think this might be the first time we've seen Kevin Owens in the babyface role and Sami Zayn in the heel role, unless we're counting the bloodline stuff.
Was handed a gift here, actually aggressively by Sami Zayn, and he's certainly not going to turn that down. 2 years later, and 20 that's the great, and a successful retention somehow by Cena. The irony of it all, and it's Sami
Yeah, that was a pretty good match. That was a pretty good match overall.
bringing about that. Sami Zayn was the villain here in Canada tonight, to the shock of all of us.
Points, lad, Brad. Whoop whoop. That pretty much is Sami and KO. That pretty much is Sami and KO summarized.
Sami Zayn ranting about injustices earlier tonight. The permanent victim of overlooked and mistreated and underappreciated. And yet, this is how he impacts a tremendous championship match. Kevin Owens appreciates that. Sami Zayn isn't built for each other. Now, KO, and he takes a title shot into the head. Sami Zayn's obsession with the WWE title has boiled over. You did this! You did it! You stole it from me! And this is justice! Is this fair with me? Justice. Kevin Owens. This was a 20-year open wound he was trying to heal. Sami just put salt and vinegar in it.
You know, I could totally see them doing that, Dan. I could totally see them doing that. Because I've been in the locker room with guys who said like, we basically copied this match exactly, but just replaced our moves with theirs. Whoop whoop, points cold-blooded. Alrighty, so that's it for the SmackDown watch along at Bell Count with the final count of, I believe, what was it, 9? Yep, 9. Whoop whoop. All right, so our schedule for the rest of this week. Actually, we still got a lot coming up. We still got a couple more going on, some stuff going on tonight. In about 30-ish minutes, we have HMG Insanity with myself and Jimmy T. And then later on this evening, we got the HMG Bloody Mania 19 watch along. JCW, whoop whoop. And then tomorrow, we have the Bloody Mania review show with myself and Jimmy T. Followed up with the AAA watch along, AAA watch along. And then on Sunday, we got The Wreckage. Followed up with, I had said before HMG After Dark, I apologize. Anytime, Dan, whoop whoop. And it was good to see you guys. But yeah, I totally forgot. I thought we were going to do, Gonna Get You Sucker for HMG After Dark, but I forgot that we actually got TNA Lockdown tomorrow on Sunday. So we're going to be doing that. It's very likely going to be a late start watch along. We're not going to get it at the beginning. We're going to pick it up at some point. But yeah, we TNA Lockdown on Sunday. And Monday we got the Monday Locker Room, the Raw watch along, the Impact Attack. And then on Tuesday, we got This Week in WWE. We have the A Show. We have the Lace Art NXT watch along with the Wednesday Locker Room. We have Hitting the Marks. And on Wednesday, we have the Next Level Wrestling Review. We have the AEW Dynamite watch along with Bell Count. Thursday, things kind of back to normal with the Friday Locker Room. The TNA Impact JCW Lunacy watch alongs. And then don't forget to like, subscribe, ring that bell. We're also on Patreon, patreon.com/Hami Media Group. Don't forget to check out our friends at youtube.com/The Vince Russo. We get a lot of great content over there, as well as the Backstage Lunacy, the Backstage Lunacy hosted by Jeff 2, Give Me 2 Slices Lane, and Mad Mac Davis with a special guest every week. And then their Patreon, patreon.com/RussoTWC. We get all the brand of channel attitude content, such as Castrated the Marks Raw SmackDown Review, Match of Truth Theater, Lions, Tigers, Bears, and Head, whoop, whoop. And then JCW Lunacy, that airs every Thursday at youtube.com/Psychopathic Records at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. And as for me, you can catch me on Twitter, as the kids call it these days, the X, or on Twitch at twitch.tv/LGBrandon, whoop, whoop, where I may or may not be live tonight in between Insanity and Bloody Mania. I might take a rest. I'm not 100% sure yet, or do Twitch. I'm still kind of bouncing between that. But we'll see. But we'll be back in live in about 30-ish minutes for HMG Insanity. Hope to see you there. If not, I hope you have a great rest of your night. If you don't see you there, have a great rest of your weekend. Much love. Whoop, whoop. Bearcats, Jugger Bros. We out, pal. Whoop, whoop.